And we are kicking things off in the Stone Creek Kitchen with a locally owned restaurant that is making quite a name for itself in the Northeast Valley. This is Brandon Hermansky.
Hello.
Hermansky?
Hermansky.
Hermansky, yeah. And he is the owner of Floyd's Kitchen, been in the Valley for a couple of years now.
About 3.5 now.
3.5 years. Met him, saw the dog on the wall, because Floyd's is named after the dog, right?
It is, yeah.
Over off of Tatum and Cactus. So welcome back to Sonoran Living.
Thanks
You're
for
making
having me.
some yummy comfort food. What are we going to start with?
We're going to start off with an apple cider vinaigrette and an apple and asparagus salad. So this is one we do at Floyd's. It's real easy, it's real healthy, and it's
real good.
It's a great one. It's very good.
Okay, I want to help you, but I'm going to switch sides here. So
Perfect.
Tell me what I can do to help.
You know what? This is going to be pretty easy. We'll start off, we'll make the dressing.
Okay.
While that's cooking, I'll kind of walk you through that, and then I'll show you a great salad that goes on. And again, this is one we do at Floyd's. So
okay.
Very easy. You're actually just going to start off.
Oh, so it's a stovetop dressing?
It's a stovetop, yeah. You're going to cook this, and then I'll kind of walk you through the steps of cooling it off.
Okay, so that was vinegar?
That was actually just water. Oh. So you're going to do about 1.5 cups of water. I've got all the actual recipes online, so if you want to follow it there. This is apple cider vinaigrette. It's just a sweeter vinaigrette, or a sweeter vinegar that works real well.
It'll become a vinaigrette.
It will. Then you're going to do 3 whole apples, so just green apples.
Okay.
You're going to throw those in there.
Throw that back in there. My hands are clean, everybody.
Nice. About 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning.
Those look like, are those Granny Smith apples?
Those are Granny Smith apples, but you can kind of use whatever you want. You're going to cook them down and blend them, so feel free to kind of use whatever you want.
Okay, I see where we're going with
this. And then
this.
a cup of white sugar. So you're just going to kind of throw all that in there, if you don't mind stirring that for me.
I don't mind with this right here.
Perfect. This is real easy. You throw everything in the pot, and you're just going to let it cook. It takes about a half hour cooking on medium-high heat. And basically what you're doing, you're just going to cook it until it becomes fragrant. Once you start smelling it and smelling those apples, just test them. Once the apples are soft, it's good to go.
And the Italian seasoning, that seems a little different, but obviously it's going to
yeah, and you can put fresh herbs. We're going to strain it out so it'll all come out. So you're just kind of putting as many flavors in there as you can.
Okay.
So while that's cooking, we'll actually start with the salad. To do the salad, basically what you're going to do is just start with a good spring mix.
You guys have a lot of things over at Floyd's. I mean, you have everything from meatloaf, which we're going to make in the last segment, to light and healthy salads. Do you still have the bacon shrimp thing?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, good.
And we do. We take our seafood real seriously. That's one of my favorite parts. But we make everything from scratch. So everything has a sauce. People love flavor. We just kind of try to give it to them. So that's kind of our thing. All our dressings we make from scratch. And this is another one where you can really do variations on it. So if you want to use different kinds of vinegar, there's red wine vinegar, there's apple cider vinegar, there's regular vinegar. And
I'm always afraid to deviate from recipes.
Yeah?
I'm not adventurous like that. So
Cooking's not like baking. I think baking's definitely kind of a chemistry where you have to measure stuff and do everything right or it doesn't work out. Cooking, you just kind of want to cook it to your style. When I cook at home, I don't measure anything. So if you like hot, add more of the hot stuff. If you like sweet, add more of the sweet stuff. So it's pretty easy.
I need to be more adventurous. I think I'm afraid that after you spend so much time in the kitchen, that if you mess it up, well, I guess if you mess it up, then you just go to Floyd's.
And nobody knows. Yeah, and let us do the work for you.
Let you do it.
So you're just going to throw about an apple on there, cut up some asparagus that you've cooked before, and when you cook asparagus, all you want to do is kind of throw it in boiling water, cook it for about a minute, minute and a half.
Is that called blanching?
That's blanching.
Okay.
And then what you do after you cook it, if you want to have it sit for a little bit or you're not making the salad right away, just throw it in a bucket of ice water or a bowl of ice water. It'll stop the cooking. And that's how you get it, instead of it being real soft and mushy, that's how you get it to stop. So it'll cook it, but it'll stay crispy. So it's a great way.
Good to know.
Yes. We use candied walnuts. And it's, again, you just kind of want to mix up the crunch. So everyone usually puts croutons on salad. Use nuts, use granola, use kind of whatever you want.
Candied anything would be really good.
Yeah, and then I use feta cheese as well. And this just goes great on salad. So you can kind of throw all that together. And that's basically it with your salad. Now what you're going to do once this dressing, again, it usually takes about a half hour. Once you start smelling it and those apples are soft, what you're going to do, sorry to switch with you.
Okay.
You can get something like this. This is called a spider. If you don't have one of these or a sift, you can actually just use like a pasta drainer, and that'll work fine. All you want to do is just get the chunks out. So once this is cooked, again, you're going to cool it down. You're going to throw it in a blender or a food processor and blend it up. And then you're just going to strain it. Once you're done straining it, it's going to look something a whole lot like this. And then once you get this, all the flavors are in there. You can see the apples. You want some chunks of apple. And again, it's basically the same flavors that you're putting in the salad.
Right.
So anytime you can kind of mix those flavors and build layers of flavor, you're in real good shape.
Refreshing, definitely. And we do have this recipe online, so we encourage you to go to sonoranliving.com to get that. But we encourage you to sit back and relax because we have a lot more with Brandon from Floyd's Kitchen. Next, we are going to make, I believe this is one of Stephanie's favorites. mussels
Mussels.
and a Thai coconut broth.
Yes.